When 58-year-old Mike Tyson and 27-year-old Jake Paul step in the ring together, one will be an overwhelming crowd favorite.
He has no legs at all. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's the left hand. He's down again. It's over.
The other will be an overwhelming betting favorite. And Jake Paul wouldn't have it any other way.
Tyson's a bad matchup for that kid.
That is former UFC champion Chuck Liddell. Such an old school fight fan that he interrupted his haircut to weigh in.
He likes to exchange, and he's not going to like exchanging with Tyson. Power's the last thing to go.
Power is the last thing to go. It's an adage those banking on a Tyson win point to first. And while some of Tyson's social media posts certainly display impressive punching power, it's hard not to think of some of this as wishful thinking. A predictable reaction to the Jake Paul playbook. UBC psychology professor, Dr. David Klonsky.
Why is he able to elicit such a strong reaction from audiences? You see very few people who have no opinion. Some like him and many hate him, and there's very little, in between.
Well, there's the age-old thing that when someone has a lot of success, there's some jealousy. People might not, be so pleased. They may feel they got it too easy. If he wanted to be liked by the fight community, he may have done some reality thing where he worked his way up, the undercards against legit boxers. But that's not what he did. He sort of jumped to the front of the line, so to speak, with celebrity opponents. And not only that, but he clearly chose opponents that had maximum public appeal and interest, while also giving them a really good chance of winning. Like, a Ben Askren, who is a terrible boxer, like, Tyron Woodley, who is undersized. And now a Tyson who has a mythic reputation, but is 20 years past his prime. So those are reasons why people might feel like, man, this guy, he's cheating.
While Jake Paul's path to stardom may irritate some fans, it's his trash talk that gets under the skin of opponents.
Jake Paul likes to play these games of distraction and irritation with opponents and with audiences. Do you think a more seasoned, older Mike Tyson will deal with this better than he might have when he was younger?
Oh yeah, I have some worries about Tyson, but I don't have worries that Jake Paul's going to get inside Tyson's head. I think Tyson is just way beyond that at this point, both because of the sheer number of fights he's had, because of the life experience he's had, because of how often he's been in the spotlight, because of how much heat Tyson's had to take over the years for various things. I'm not sure Jake Paul thinks he's actually going to get inside Tyson's head. I think Jake Paul is a smart guy who knows that controversy, rough edges, sells tickets, gets clicks. So I don't think Jake Paul's going to get inside Tyson's head, but I don't think Jake Paul expects to either.
Can anger be useful to a fighter?
Anger can go either way for a fighter. Anger is what we might call an approach emotion. It makes you want to go forward and overcome something, as opposed to something like fear, which makes you want to, avoid or run away. Now, at the same time, anger can, get in the way of complex game plans. It can get in the way of complex processing. So whether anger helps or not really depends on the moment and depends on the fighter.
So exactly what is the strategy Tyson will be looking to enact? Here is an overhead look at a ring. The more time spent in this area, the worse this is for a 58-year-old Tyson. But if Tyson can use his decades of experience to lure Paul into the dangerous areas, against the ropes, corner of the ring, areas with nowhere to move, that's where Tyson's power can best be utilized.
He should be hanging on. There with the right hand, the left hand. He's going to hang on, or they'll stop the fight. Down he goes.
And just like that, I've given into the playbook myself, rationalizing a path for a 58-year-old Tyson to win against a talented fighter 30 years his junior. That right there is proof of the marketing and promotional skills of Jake Paul. Win, lose, or draw in the ring, the result outside of it remains the same.
He does a good job of getting people to watch. That's what it comes down to. They get people to watch. They either watch because they want him to lose, or they watch because they want him to win. So it's either way, he wins.